Hi, and welcome to Tunes Tuesday. My name is Maud Mosley. My pronouns are they, them, and today I am joined by Boston rock band Mint Green. Hi there. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Ronika. I am the front woman of Mint Green. I play guitar, I sing vocals, and yeah, that's me. She, her.
Amazing. What I'm really excited to start talking about is your first virtual show of 2021 is coming up on February 6th. And along with other artists, Snipfest will be on Twitch fundraising for legal name changes across the US. So, what inspires you to fundraise for this particular cause? And how have you been finding these virtual performances?
This performance was brought to us by the iconic Gilt from Florida, GILT. They're super cool. We met them last year just through Twitter, and we did one virtual show together. It was the Rap Boys Telethon that fundraised um, on Halloween, and there was just like a bunch of bands on that. So we all just sat down and got to see a bunch of bands, and I think they saw us through that. Um, and they hit us up and asked if we wanted to be a part of Snipfest. I hadn't heard of Snipfest until they asked us to do it this year. But like when they told us the cause, I was like, hell yeah, I'll be a part of that. Um, I think with everything that's been going on in terms of like social change and uh, people having to really vouch for themselves and their rights. We've seen like a lot of GoFundMe's popping up on Twitter and like Instagram and stuff like that. And so just from being a part of the LGBT community myself and being a person of the internet and even having friends that have had to like fundraise for different surgeries and even just like housing things as well, like I couldn't say no to a whole fest dedicated to raising funds for legal name changes. It's definitely a part of affirming someone's gender, just making them feel great. So like if I can be a part of that, then I want to be a part of it.
Absolutely. It sounds amazing, and I am really hoping to come to it. I encourage others to do so and absolutely donate, for all the reasons you just listed. It is a great cause. And is this is this is not your first virtual performance. So how have those been going for you?
Yeah, last year was crazy. I was nervous to do like Instagram live, for example. I feel like people are really good at, you know, just doing it. I was scared because I was just coming off of like touring and doing the whole live thing, and I hadn't had to like sit in front of a camera like a YouTuber or like a streamer in a long time. Um, but then once we once I kind of just like broke through that fear, I was just like, you know what, this is gonna be fine. Like everyone just wants to be entertained, and it doesn't matter if like the audio wasn't perfect or the video wasn't perfect. People just want to see us. So I kind of just got over that fear, and thankfully, uh, we've been able to have a steady stream of virtual shows um, over last year, and then beginning this year as well, pretty strong in February. I think the more tapped in we are to like Twitter and Instagram and stuff, and just like keeping our ears open to bands trying to fundraise or just kind of remaining active and supporting others with their releases, I think the community can get tighter, and then more and more people will just start hosting shows, asking us to be on shows. Hopefully I can host a show soon, and yeah, it's been awesome.
Absolutely. It's so great to hear that. And I understand, you kind of had to battle those feelings of fear at the beginning because I can only imagine how different the energy is, if you're used to performing and really like feeding off of, people's energy and all of a sudden you're kind of just in a room by yourself or in a room with just the band and staring at a camera and
Yeah.
knowing, somebody is watching, but you can't see them, you can't see their
Yeah.
reaction, you can't change based on how they're doing and they're vibing with it.
Yeah, the trippiest thing was like finishing a song, just like that last note. and then you're hearing just like silence as opposed to like woo. But like I kind of got used to it, and if anything, it's kind of fun now to like look in the chat and be like, drop a clap emoji or drop a disco girl emoji. It's kind of fun to interact with the chat, but at first it was definitely like a little awkward.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
kind of like new skills, artists have had to pick up for sure.
Yeah.
So next, you've been celebrating your growth on TikTok, and I've been seeing like more and more musicians and bands move towards that platform. So I was just wondering why are so many artists finding it good and helpful?
Yeah, I think with COVID-19, people are, looking to be entertained still and just seeking to escape, honestly. And I found myself getting way more into TikTok last year than I had the year before when I would just casually use it or see them around Twitter. But I really dove into just being a consumer of TikTok, definitely um, when we weren't able to do anything else. Um, but it was honestly really intimidating because I remember they hit like 1 billion users every day. And I'm like, why would I want to throw myself into this sphere of madness that is TikTok, like dances to advice to, music to, you know, beehives. Like there's everything and anything on TikTok. And I was like, where would my place be? But surprisingly, one of your past guests actually encouraged me to get more into it, Skytoon Network. Jeremy like hit me up and really encouraged me to just give it a try, and that people are sleeping on it, sleeping on both Twitch and TikTok, and like they had just hit 100K followers, and because it is so diverse, you almost get more of a chance to find your people there. So as opposed to like me worrying about whether my video is going to do well with everyone or if it's going to like flop, I should just be focusing on reaching the people that I need to reach, which are people that are missing shows and concerts and DIY folks. And I thankfully finally reached those people just this week. I posted a video of us performing Creep in a Philly basement last January, and to my surprise, a lot of people that I didn't know were like, oh my God, you guys are so cool. Oh, I miss Philly. I miss basements. And like, they were happy that they made it onto band TikTok. So that's like my most successful video so far.
Absolutely. I mean, congratulations. It's incredible to see that growth. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's really interesting to see what that platform has become and how it is really, becoming a showcase for lots of people's talents and skills, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I promise that if you're feeling intimidated by TikTok, just do it. Just do it. There's always going to be at least one person that appreciates it. I mean, there's a billion people on it every day, probably more than that now. So don't feel too bad. You'll get at least one or a few people that are happy that you're there.
Absolutely. That is so true. Thank you for sharing such a positive note about it. But next, I really want to talk more about your music. So, lyrically, a lot of your music talks about relationships, and it does so in a way that's very first person. So, it doesn't have a lot of gendered terms. When you release these songs, do you expect people across the sexual orientation spectrum to be able to relate to them, or do you find they still cater to a particular group and experience?
Yeah, so it's ironic because I think I subconsciously wrote like that because I wasn't out to anyone when I started making music about people that, weren't men. Um, and so I don't like specifically remember, oh, I have to write like this. So I don't have to say he broke my heart or she broke my heart. It kind of just happened. And I think I subconsciously I think it was important because there are so many songs that people have to change their pronouns to sing along to, and I guess also because of the music I was listening to at the time, like Tiger's Jaw and like Paramore and stuff, like I feel like they write a lot about their own feelings and their own views, like separate from another person, like just what they see and what they feel and what they've done and things like that. And so a lot of my early songs, uh the framework is kind of like that too. Like, I feel this way, I want this, you, not necessarily assigning who the you is, just like other figure or other idea. Um, but I'm glad that it is so ambiguous, because I feel like a song, when you write it, can mean whatever it wants to you. But once you like release it to other people, if they relate to it, or like whatever they want to apply it to, it's for them to apply it to. And if it helps them through something or helps them realize something, then I'm not the person that like takes that away. So like there are songs that like could be about relationships, or could not be about relationships, but it's like kind of like however the shoe fits, and like whatever helps you heal or helps you rage or helps you feel accepted. I think that's like what's most important, like regardless of your orientation or whether or not the song is actually about that or not.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. Thank you so much for saying that. And if you are interested in listening to some or all of that music, make sure to check Mint Green out at any of the links that you will be able to find below. Also, check them out on social media. Check out the TikTok that we just mentioned. They're having a lot of fun on there, so make sure you're following along. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was so wonderful having you. Would you like to say anything before we go?
um, be nice to one another. Donate when you can, and stay safe for the rest of the year and forever. Just watch over yourself, watch over others. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you and bye.